Amy Rose can be a mystery sometimes. She's either a love Sonic character or Sonic's crazy homicidal fangirl. Is she really the latter? Let's look back on how Amy's changed over the years and figure out what kind of person she was meant to be and see if that concept holds true. Before Amy's debut, the higher-ups at Sega wanted Sonic Team to give the Blue Blur a girlfriend. Sonic Team had their doubts since that would contradict Sonic's attitude. He's not into romance or any of that junk. So, Sonic Team compromised, and Sonic CD introduced Amy Rose, a young female character who goes to Sonic in hopes that he'll reciprocate her romantic gestures. She meets Sonic in Little Planet and compulsively hugs him, much to his annoyance, as hearts float over her head. It's funny and cute. Amy is represented as an innocent and zestful young girl without being irritating. After Metal Sonic abducts her, we want her to be safe, and Sonic saving her later on makes the ending feel more intense and rewarding. Although she wasn't playable in CD, she was in spin-offs at the time, noticeably equipped with tools to give her a boost. She needed her car Breeze in Sonic R as opposed to on-foot racing like Sonic or Knuckles. In Sonic the Fighters, she used her Pico Pico hammer in its first appearance due to her lacking muscle. Poor girl wouldn't have a more significant role until 1998. Sonic Adventure has arrived and everyone's been revamped, especially Amy. She had the biggest redesign compared to the other characters, implying that she's a few years older. Her true colors begin to shine as soon as her campaign starts. We see her living her daily life in Station Square, which she finds unfulfilling, missing the sense of danger and excitement back in Sonic CD. As a Cyan Flicky bumps into her, she goes out of her way to protect it from the badnik Zero, even risking her life to destroy it at the end. She doesn't benefit anything from this. She does so because she has a good heart. Her first interaction with Sonic is humorous, looking out for the Flicky and asking Sonic to help out.
See, this little birdie's got in trouble. I think you should be his bodyguard a little while.
What?
Have you noticed something? She's not going completely boy crazy here. Her number one priority is the Flicky's safety. She's not oblivious to the important things around her, and she's certainly not blind to Gamma's plight, which she tries to help with.
You've got a soft spot inside your metal frame. If you want, we can be friends, okay?
Amy's so sweet and well-meaning she can reach out to even machines. After the Gamma fight in the A-Carrier, she saves the robot from Sonic.
Amy? That's one of Eggman's clunkers! Out of my way!
No! He helped me before by letting me escape. This robot is different. You don't need to hurt him, okay?
Amy's pure heart influences Gamma to rebel against Eggman, all with a few words.
Don't pay attention to Eggman anymore. Free yourself, come on!
Why are you helping me?
I said we'd be friends, and I'm returning your favor.
Sonic Adventure cemented Amy as an eternally loving and brave person. She still has her crush on Sonic, but that's not all there is to her. Amy has a role in this as much as the other heroes do. Sonic Adventure 2 kept this in mind. She's still infatuated with Sonic, and a bit foolhardy like when she hugs Shadow, mistaking him for Sonic as her theme song My Sweet Passion plays.
Oh, Sonic! I thought I'd never see you again. I'm so glad you made it.
This has been a short-lived tradition in a few future games, with the song being omitted. One sec.
Now I've got you, Sonic.
Hey!
It's about time I finally caught you again. Found you, Sonic!
Gah.
Oh, Sonic! I've been looking for you forever!
Hey, let me go!
While she wasn't playable in the story, she contributed plenty. She got Sonic out of the cell in Prison Island, after some banter showcasing her sense of humor.
The reason I'm in here is because of that fake hedgehog.
You mean that black hedgehog?
Did you see it? Where is it now?
If I tell ya, will you marry me?
No way!
I thought I had you this time.
She doesn't do much until the last story where she pleads with Shadow to pitch in and stop the Ark from crashing into the Earth. Shadow has been through so much turmoil, he's given up on people. But Amy rekindles his faith in others by echoing Maria's wish for everyone to live happily. It's thanks to Amy, Shadow was motivated to fulfill that wish. Okay, before I go on, can we take a minute to appreciate how well written everybody is in this game? I mean, everybody. No one's made to look bad, and that is so rare. The adventure games have Amy at her best. No surprise there, Amy is a character that little girls can relate to and look up to. The following games are a bit rocky.
Amy, what are you doing here?
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me. Find Eggman and I'll find my Sonic. It's your fault that Sonic and I aren't together.
Oh boy. Sonic Heroes is when the trend of her being a Psycho-Fangirl started. The credibility gained to the Avenger games has been swept away, leaving Amy as her concept multiplied by 20. To be fair, she displays some concern for her partners Cream and Big. They're both looking for their missing friends, and Amy tells them to chin up and promises they'll find them. Amy's personal motivation is to marry Sonic, but was that necessary? She wants to help Cream and Big. That's already a good enough reason. And for the boss fight against Sonic, what if instead she said, Sonic, I want to test my metal to see how strong I've become. There! Better! In Shadow the Hedgehog, she was alright, worried about Cream and asking Shadow to find her. Sonic Rush wrote her off as capricious again, eager to throw tantrums whenever someone mentions the name Sonic. Amy's personality seems random in this era. There's a 50-50 chance she'll either be nice or cray-cray.
Do you really think I should talk to this Sonic?
Nobody talks to Sonic but me. He's mine.
Okay, I will not talk to Sonic. I will not talk. Just don't hit me.
Her execution in Sonic 06 gets a lot of flack, but I think she's good here. After mistaking Silver for Sonic, she apologizes and offers to help Silver find who he's looking for. Upon learning that Silver intended to terminate Sonic, she defends him and later tries to talk some sense into the time traveler. Yes, Amy saves Sonic. Amy later saves Elise and has a quick chat with her. Like SA2, there's a gap where she doesn't do anything until the last story, locating a Chaos Emerald used to revive Sonic. She doesn't do much in Sonic Unleashed, but her personality was on point, kind and well-mannered. Unfortunately, Sonic and the Black Knight, the final game in this era, ends with her actively trying to smash Sonic with her Pico Pico hammer for forgetting their date, a far cry from her counterpart, Nimue. So after this mixed generation, the next one's ought to be accurate with her, right? Just like Knuckles and Tails, Amy got it bad here. She was at her worst in Sonic Free Riders, mean-spirited, obsessed with Sonic, blames others, and prone to violent outbursts. This is the version of Amy people who don't like her must be talking about. She doesn't do jack in Generations or Lost World other than standing there and being sycophantic about Sonic. Sonic Forces has her in the same role as the Z Fighters in Resurrection F. Fight off a bunch of goons while the main characters do the important stuff. As Totally Not Mark said in his review of Resurrection F,
if you give a character something to do in the story, that is not good for the character unless what they do means something within the story. If all they do is show up, clean up some grunts, and do nothing else, in the context of this movie where the second act means literally nothing, they become something much more akin to halftime show entertainment and not the respected characters they should be. In other words, sometimes being given trash material to work with is more damaging than nothing at all.
Amy deserves better than this. She's often the butt of the joke, but she's the heart of Sonic. That innocence and Pollyanna outlook on everything makes this franchise seem more endearing, and she's seen the most physical growth out of all the characters. And I'm not just talking about design. In Sonic R, she used a car to race, and in Sonic Adventure 2 Battles multiplayer, she can keep up with Metal Sonic and Shadow. You can make fun of her all you want, but you have to admit that Amy's one of the most important Sonic characters. Let's bring her back to the forefront. Let Amy be playable in the Sonic Mania sequel. Do more with her in 3D. Write her as the adorable, courageous young girl who cares about people, not the obsessive, short-tempered stalker people have been misled to think she's like. Amy's come a long way, and she can go even farther.